Hi everybody, it's Vicky from SingleMotherhood.com and I'm back again today talking about bedwetting and Drynites. For those who don't know, Samara and I are Drynites ambassadors for the year, and we've been working with Drynites to kind of get the word out about bedwetting and getting dry at night. In our house we call our Drynites bedtime knickers, and Samara loves them. She loves the Disney ones with Frozen characters on, and the Marvel ones which have Spider-Man on the front. They're really exciting, especially because she's got Spider-Man pyjamas, so she can just be all Spider-Man out at bedtime. For those who don't know, I went on a sleep retreat at the end of July where we spoke to several experts about children sleeping. There was a nutritionist and a sleep expert and a mindfulness expert, but not just about the children's sleeps, but about parents as well, and about mums. And for me, being a single mum, it was just really nice to go and stay in a really nice hotel for the night, and they really kind of pampered us and gave us some nice food and things. But it was also just nice to kind of hear from, like, the mindfulness expert gave us tips for staying mindful when you're with your child, so that you're not getting stressy when they have wet the bed or, you know, anything like that. And for me that was really great, because, you know, being a single parent, it's only me. I'm the only person that's going to get up and change the bed sheets when they're wet. I'm the only person that's going to deal with any of this situation, and it can get quite stressful sometimes, especially if it's 3 in the morning, and I've let her put her bedtime knickers on herself and she's not put them on properly, so they've leaked and, you know, all that business. I learned from that mistake, trust me. So 1 in 4 children in the UK experience bedwetting, and it affects over 900,000 children and young people. And what I like about Drynites is that they do go up. They don't kind of get to a point where your child's ever going to be too big for them. So if children do have bedwetting problems kind of later in life, they can just buy the next size up, and it's not like we have to go and hunt down some special nappies for you, because, you know, like, it doesn't turn it into a big deal for an older child who has a bedwetting problem, and I know a lot of them do and people don't talk about it. For us, I don't tend to think of it as bedwetting, purely because she's always, you know, she's always worn nappies, and then she's progressed into Drynites bedtime knickers, and she's dry during the day. But I always knew that, you know, she started school this week, and I always knew that was going to be a big upheaval for her. She's left nursery, where she's been probably since she can even remember being. She's always been at nursery, and she started at school. And much as she loves school and she's really enjoying it, there is that kind of, it is unsettling for her. It's a big change, probably the biggest change she's ever going to make in her life. So I've not even bothered trying to get her dry at night. We've got a packet of bed mats, which we will be using for her, and I think now that she's at school, I think she'll want to be kind of not wearing the bedtime knickers, because she's one of these children that, I mean, when she moved rooms at nursery, she moved into the preschool room, looked around her, saw that all the other children were using the toilet, and was just, you know, within a week it was like, Mum, I'm not wearing a nappy anymore, I'm going to the toilet, and that was that. So I think when it's, you know, going to big school, seeing that a lot of older children there, realising that they don't wear bedtime knickers, you know, they get up to go for a wee in the night, and we have talked about it, about how, you know, Mummy doesn't wear bedtime knickers, Mummy gets up to the toilet in the night, things like that. You know, she knows about it. She knows that eventually she'll have to stop wearing them. So that's what we're working towards. So anyway, the sleep retreat was really interesting. It was one of the biggest things I think that I took away, was they had a child sleep expert there who was a woman who had struggled with her own child's sleep, so she'd gone off and done lots of training. So she's not just kind of book smart in a way, you know, she's experienced it for herself, and that's where she's coming from with it. And one thing that she said was, don't pick them up in the night and put them on the toilet. They need to be awake and understand what they're doing. Now, I can remember, I've got 5 brothers and sisters, and I can remember being picked up in the night. I can remember sort of waking up and being on the potty and thinking, oh, and then being put back into bed. I remember that process as part of my kind of dry night training, and I just thought that was just what you did. So it was very interesting to hear that. And it was also interesting to hear about, you know, things like to help children sleep through the night, like food and things, from the nutritionist. I found that really interesting, because you just don't think of it, do you? Food to help you sleep, but you know what food they should be having, and stopping them from drinking, which sounds really silly when I say it out loud. It hadn't occurred to me that, you know, if my child has a drink after 4 o'clock, of course she's going to wee in the night, and I'm not exactly helping her to be dry at night by giving her drinks in the afternoons. Now she's at nursery during the day, and I don't think she drinks a lot of, well, she's not at nursery now, she's at school. I don't think she drinks a lot of water without prompting. So I find that, you know, quite difficult. So I think what I'm going to start doing now that she's at school is bringing a drink to school for her to drink on the way home from school. so that then she's had a drink, and then once we're at home we don't have any more drinks in, you know, kind of big drinks, but in that way, so that I know she's had enough fluid, but that she's got that cut-off time, so that she's not kind of then drinking right up until bedtime and then filling up her bedtime knickers through the night and all the rest of it. And hopefully we'll get there. So I'm going to continue with this journey, and I'm going to be vlogging about it as and when as well. In the meantime, the lovely people at Drynites who sent me on the sleep retreat also, we came home to a massive box of goodies for Samara, which they'd sent to help her kind of, you know, with her sleeping routine and things. So I will include at the end of this a video of her unboxing that, because she just was so happy about it all. And she is using the various things in her bedtime already. I had a nice bag of things as well while I was on the sleep retreat. I have a sleep mask, which, if you've never used a sleep mask, I swear it has revolutionised my sleeping. I sleep so much better. We live in the city centre, so it's never dark outside, so it's never properly dark in my bedroom. And I'd always thought, you know, well, that's okay because I can see when I get up in the night. But actually, I didn't feel like it kept me awake. I felt like in the mornings the sun rising would wake me up, and that's a good thing on a day when I need to be up. But on a day when I'm a bit knackered and, you know, we've had a late night the night before, or we've been up in the night, I don't want to be awake at 5 o'clock when the sun comes up. So I've got this brilliant sleep mask, and it has changed everything. I sleep like a log. I sleep so much more deeply. I absolutely go and buy a sleep mask if you have trouble sleeping. I'm debating buying one for Samara, but I think she's probably too small for it. But, you know, I just think they're fantastic. I think they're really good. So yeah, I'm going to play the unboxing video now. Thank you very much for watching, and look out for my next vlog. Ready? Oh, hang on a minute. Go on then, open it up. Let's see what's inside. What is it? What's that?
It's a clock.
A clock? With who?
Frozen.
Goodness me.
And look.
What's that?
Let me see instructions. Oh, look. Look at the instructions.
Wow. I think that's to go on your wall.
Yeah, like my
Pretty.
garden.
Wow. What else is in the box? Oh my goodness, who's that?
Anna.
Oh my gosh.
And look. I got some lights.
Some lights as well. Goodness me. Is that everything?
No. And look, I found some bedtime knickers.
Some bedtime knickers?
There's stocks and heart ones.
Oh, fantastic. Aren't you lucky?
And look, I have got a book.
A book? What book is it?
Look, it's all about this.
What does it say? Oh, it says storybook collection. Oh, maybe we'll read one of those at bedtime. Goodness me, there's more.
Look.
Oh my gosh, that's to go on your bed.
Yeah.
Wow. You're going to have a frozen bed?
Yeah. And then I got some more bedtime knickers.
Wow, that's brilliant.
And that's all of it.
Fantastic. Is that good?
Yeah, I got lots of it.
Okay. Do you want